welcome to Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. I'm Catherine Falk with Cox Communications. Thanks so much for being here today. We're so honored to have our Congressman Jerry Connolly join us today. Thanks for being here.
Great to be back with you, Catherine.
So you're the freshman class president in Congress right now in your second year of your first term. Tell us about the committees you're serving on.
Well, I serve on the Budget Committee of the Congress, the Foreign Affairs Committee of the Congress, and the Oversight and Government Reform Committee, which is really a very large catch-all committee that particularly has importance to federal employees in my district and those who work for federal contractors.
Tell us about how the federal stimulus dollars are affecting Fairfax County.
Federal stimulus dollars really made a difference this year for Fairfax County. We brought $106 million to the school system through federal stimulus dollars, without which, frankly, we would have had to lay off teachers and double up on classrooms. We're going to complete the Fairfax County Parkway with $60 million of transportation money from the stimulus bill. That's going to make a big difference. We're going to improve other intersections throughout the county. So there's over $700 million of stimulus money coming into my congressional district alone, making a big difference from schools to transportation to health care.
And Jack Dale's coming in later. I know he would say that the schools are really in need of those funds.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, it's only a one-time thing. So unfortunately, the schools are going to be very much at the mercy of the real estate market and its recovery.
Mm-hmm. And on the Parkway extension, that's so important, especially with the BRAC realignment going into the Fort Belvoir area. Is that going to help traffic from getting even worse?
Absolutely, and you make a really good point. A lot of the BRAC relocations are going to be on the site of the engineering proving grounds. That 3-mile stretch of the Fairfax County Parkway that's now missing is the one we're building and completing, and that means the parkway will be complete from end to end. But that's where it is, at the EPG, without which those folks wouldn't be able to get to work.
Mm-hmm. I know you've also been working on you've sponsored a bill on the metro extension to Prince William County, which would help that transportation problem as well.
Absolutely. I believe that we have to start looking right now at, when we think about vision for the future, where do we see Metro extending in Northern Virginia? And so I have a bill that would look at 4 different areas of possible extension for rail, I-66 corridor, and as you said, down I-95 to Prince William County to, say, Potomac Mills. It's really important we start looking at the feasibility of that right now, because if you look at rail to Dulles, it took 47 years from the first time somebody talked about it to the time we finally signed the agreement.
That's amazing. I know some work has recently been in the headlines that you started when you were chairman of the Board of Supervisors, and that was the crackdown on illegal boarding houses. Tell us about the strike force that you set up that's really come to light recently. I
had looked at the neighborhood in question, although it's a phenomenon in other parts of the county as well, and noticed that this was not an accident. This wasn't mom and pop operations just mistakenly putting up signs saying boarding house here. This was clearly a conspiracy. It was clearly organized. So as part of the strike force, we had a financial team and a fraud team looking at that, and sure enough, 2 years later, there were a number of indictments. 22 people were arrested, and I believe there will be more arrests. It's a great success story of the cooperation with the FBI, with our police and others to try to make sure that this problem is solved.
Great. I know that you love to hear from your constituents, and you do that in many ways through some of your town meetings, telephone and in person. Tell us about those.
Well, we've had a lot of town hall meetings. We've had a lot of other outreach meetings with Rotary clubs and chambers of commerce and civic associations. But one of my favorites is the telephone town hall meeting, because you can reach so many people. We've had 5 already.
Great. And your website, connolly.house.gov, I know you love to have people contact you and get in touch with their views.
That's right.
Great. Congressman Jerry Connolly, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Catherine.
And thank you for joining us on Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and have a great day.